guys, it's Comic Unknown. Today I am doing issue 1 of World of Flashpoint. So let's talk about the cover first. I'm not a big fan of the cover just because of these black stuff coming out. I didn't really understand it. And I'm not a big fan of the art either, so I didn't really like the cover. But let's talk about the story. We'll see what happens there. Alright, let's go into it. So Tracy, she has a normal life when 8 months ago. Wasn't that far along, but so she had a normal life. Mother, father, brothers are all eating breakfast, and an earthquake comes. So Tracy has to use her magic, which her parents don't like her using, to escape. But the only one that comes, she only grabs her father, so she didn't have enough power to save her brother and mom. But her father is very upset about that. It was never the same after that. And then, Tracy kind of thinks of a time when maybe her father loved her. Even though he was sad, he still loved her. It wasn't her mistake. But in this world, the normal world, what we're talking about right now, her father does not like her. He doesn't like her using magic. I mean, she didn't like her using magic before. But she doesn't like her, at all. He kind of ignores her. So... and he's trying to save the world because of this Aquaman and Wonder Woman thing. So the world is all in shambles. It's crumbling down. So Tracy goes into her father's lab and finds out that he's going to kill a lot of people just trying to save others. But Tracy tries to stop it, but her father makes a mistake and presses the button, and now a lot of people are going to die. And that was the end of the issue. So, what I liked about this issue was that I didn't know anything about Tracy 13, and it made me want to get into Tracy 13. I picked up this issue on a whim. It looked interesting, so I picked it up. I read the little blurb on the when you figure out what issues you want to buy, 3 months in advance. So, the previews. And, it kind of looked interesting, so I picked it up. And it was interesting. I didn't know anything about Tracy 13, but in this issue, they made you know about, even in a different world, Tracy 13. So, just saying, let me try to get to it. Where she's like, oh, this happened, but my father still loved me, but I know this is the world I live in. So that never happened. So, that was pretty interesting that they actually told us what's going on in the regular DC universe compared to this one. Just a whole character, Tracy 13. What else did I like? Let me see. What else did I like? I just think the whole entire thing was pretty interesting about Tracy 13 and really going into the background of the character. And, I mean, I just think that cliffhanger was pretty good also. That, you press a button, so many people are going to die, just try to save others. That was pretty interesting part. The art was really good also. Kind of reminds me of the art of Flashpoint. Not really, but it's just a little bit more cartoonier, I would say. But it's definitely great art for a miniseries. It really does explain a lot of the character from both worlds. A lot of different characters, actually. Let me try to find some. They have right here all of the different heroes. Just explaining a lot of the different heroes. Let's see. These heroes right over here. They explain a lot from a different world, even though they weren't in the issue. They kind of explain about the Wonder Woman and Aquaman thing, but not that much, so I was a little confused on that, but they explained it more than the Flashpoint, the regular series, so I was happy they explained it a little. But the disappointment was definitely that they didn't explain Aquaman and Wonder Woman. Why is this world thing crumbles? We just don't know. I was kind of disappointed about that. Why don't we know, what's going on? I think it was a really pretty good issue, solid issue for miniseries. There's 3 issues in this miniseries. Interesting for a character that is not that known in the DC universe, for them to have a miniseries for them, because all the miniseries we've seen is pretty popular characters like Deathstroke, Wonder Woman, Lois Lane. Pretty known characters. So seeing a character hold their own miniseries in a different universe, showing really the world of Flashpoint from a different perspective eyes, not a superhero's eyes, but someone with powers, but not a hero. So seeing in a human's eyes, I would say, not the hero's eyes, which was pretty interesting. Definitely pick this issue up. Even though it's a miniseries, some of you don't want to buy the miniseries for Flashpoint. I understand because you don't want to waste your money, and there's so many miniseries. Like, which one should I pick up? Definitely pick this one up. I mean, even if you don't know anything about Tracy 13, I didn't know anything about Tracy 13, and I still really did enjoy the issue. I give it a 4. Like, I had some problems, but definitely pick this up because it was a very interesting story. So, this was Comic Uno. I hope you enjoyed.